Dear students, welcome to another session of Academic English. This is your Simi Miss, Lecturer English, St. Gregory's High School and College. The topic to discuss today is use of sentence connectors, and this lesson is considered as Part 1. So we are going to discuss in this lesson about what are sentence connectors, conjunctions, difference between conjunctions and connectors, use of connectors and conjunctions in sentences. So dear students, what will be outcome of this lesson? You will come to learn the difference between conjunctions and sentence connectors in details. You will be able to use conjunctions and sentence connectors in sentences. What are sentence connectors? Connectors are words that link to similar elements in a sentence. Dear students, connectors are also called conjunctive words. Connectors usually describe the relationship between two statements. Conjunctions also describe the relationship between two statements. So dear students, usually the students mess up the uses of sentence connectors and conjunctions. Usually, while teaching in classroom, the students ask the teacher what is the difference between a conjunction and a sentence connector. So now I am going to make you understand what are the differences between conjunctions and sentence connectors. Conjunctions grammatically join two clauses, independent or dependent or depending on the conjunction, so that it reads as one sentence. Conjunctions are used in one sentences, and conjunctions are used to join two sentences to make it one, and connectors are used between two separate sentences. So I'm making you understand with this simple example. Mount Kilimanjaro is on the equator, but it has a covering of snow. So here, but is a conjunction. Mount Kilimanjaro is on the equator. This is a separate sentence, and also it has a covering of snow. This is also a separate sentence, and here we have used the conjunction to join these separate sentences. And in the case of connectors, you see Mount Kilimanjaro is on the equator, full stop. However, it has a covering of snow. So this connector is used totally differently in different sentences. And after using these connectors, we have used a comma here. So here you can easily understand that we have used these connectors to separate two sentences. To make you more clearer, here we have some examples. Let's check this out. Addition indicates to join. So, if we want to use a conjunction to mean addition, then we can use and. In sentence, we can use and this way. The patient eats breakfast and he takes his usual medication. So here we have used "and" to join two separate sentences with full meaning. And to mean addition or join, we can use these connectors: in addition, furthermore, moreover, additionally, and so on. So we can see here the patient eats breakfast. In addition, he takes his usual medication. So dear students, here the connector separated two sentences. The patient eats breakfast, and then connectors in addition, and then he takes his usual medication. Likewise, the patient eats breakfast. In addition, he takes his usual medication. So, in these two sentences, there is a very little difference. In the first sentence, we have a full stop here, and also here we have a semicolon. So, here I just want to make you understand that we are using sentence connectors to differentiate two sentences, to separate two sentences. But if we want to connect two sentences in a sentence, then we use conjunctions. The patient eats breakfast and he takes his usual medication. Right. To mean contrast, we use but and yet as conjunction. But yet, these are coordinating conjunctions, although even though despite, in the fact that, in spite of, these are subordinating conjunctions. In sentence, we are using these conjunctions like the doctor performed the operation but the patient died. The doctor performed the operation but the patient died. The doctor performed the operation. This is a separate sentence, and also the patient died. This is also a separate sentence. If we want to use these two separate sentences in a sentence, then we use but or conjunction. So but is conjunction here. Although the doctor performed the operation, the patient died. Although also joined two sentences here. So although is another conjunction here. So in the same sentence, if we want to use sentence connectors, then we will use like this. The doctor performed the operation, however, the patient died. So, however is used differently here to separate two sentences. The doctor performed the operation, however, the patient died. Cause and effect. We say the result. Cause and effect indicates to the result. To mean cause and effect, we use so or for coordinating conjunctions in a sentence, and also because of, as, since, these subordinating conjunctions in a sentence. The patient has diabetes, so he must avoid sugar. Here, so is used as conjunctions. Because the patient has diabetes, so he must avoid sugar. So here also, because is used as conjunction. Here we have some connectors like therefore, consequently, as a result. To mean cause and effect, we will use therefore, consequently, as a result in a sentence. Dear students, remember to mean cause and effect, we will use, if we want to use conjunctions, then we can use so, for, because of, as, since, and so on. But to mean cause and effect, if we want to use sentence connectors, then we have to use therefore, consequently, as a result. The patient has diabetes. Therefore, he must avoid sugar. So, therefore is connectors here. The patient has diabetes. Therefore, he must avoid sugar. Okay. To mean purpose, to, in order to, these subordinating conjunctions are used in a sentence. Just like, he went on diet in order to lose weight. So, in order to is conjunction here. In order to lose weight, he went on diet. So, in order to is used as conjunction here. Okay. So, sequence connectors. If we want to balance the sequence of a sentence, usually we use after which, which or relative pronoun usually, after, before, once, prior to, these are subordinating conjunctions. So remember dear boys, after which this relative pronoun is also used as conjunctions. So how to use this in sentence? Let's see. The doctor removes the spleen, after which he uses a catheter to stop excessive bleeding. So, if you want to use sentence connectors in these sentences, then we can use then, next, finally, at this point, and so on. The doctor removes the spleen. Next, he uses a catheter to stop excessive bleeding. To mean example, we can use these connectors. For instance, for example, okay, let's use it in a sentence. Suha is a very disciplined person. For example, she exercises daily. You can also say that Suha is a very disciplined person. For instance, she exercises daily. So dear students, that's all for today. Take care. I hope you have understood the lesson, and I hope this lesson will be helpful to you. So in next lesson, we will discuss sentence connectors in details. So you have to be attentive in each and every part of the lesson to understand connectors properly. Usually the students face difficulties while solving sentence connectors. So I request you all to be attentive and also to be sincere while using sentence connectors. That's all for today. Thanks to you all.